Hello, Musto0063 back for Shovel Knight Part 2. With proper audio, sound effects and all this time. And I should, I guess, pre-warn you that a lot of this video, or indeed most of it, is just me going through the village and just kind of talking to people, collecting a few items and such like that. So there's not much from a gameplay point of view, if you were wondering in this video, unfortunately. Halt! No weapons. We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, haha, that's no weapon. Just a shovel. You may enter it. And don't forget, press up to talk to everyone, which I will be doing. Beware of a lick calling himself the Super Skeleton. His jumping attacks are ferocious. I just love living in a village. It's the best. I bypass that guy because I want to come back to him a little bit later. You meet that old witch down in the juice bar? I think she tells fortunes, but she won't talk to me. That odd fellow Chester is selling relics. I'm so tempted to buy some. Wahahaha, get a real weapon. Well, screw you. Ooh, you've got a pretty face. Should come visit often. So here we have the shop of the game, which I'll be coming back to a little bit later. But pressing on to the right hand side of... Wow, Mr. Knight, nice stick. Come on, let's play. We've already talked to her before, or another version of her. Are you really the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt. I completely misread the emphasis on the there. That should have been the Shovel Knight. Wow, incredible. You really are Shovel Knight. Did you know your fishing rod can haul up faraway bags and gems out of your reach? Aye, it's the truth. Don't know why I think fishermen talk like that. If you're getting stressed out, try fishing. You never know what you'll catch. Our old village is overrun with the undead and Spectre Night. We barely made it out in time. Yeah, we talked to you. Whew, these buckets are heavy. I'm the fastest. No one can outrun me. Head to the juice bar for fresh squoze juice. Morning, noon or night. I think that's more or less everyone, so yeah. Basically what you can do here with the milk woman is, well, you can anyway, jump on her and get up to this area here. So there is a treasure chest with some nice gems in it, and also a music note. Shovel Knight, many trials await you. Don't despair. May each defeat strengthen your resolve. So, I think this is the point in time where I start to take a little bit of a time out, yes, to try and get one of the feats. So, there is a feat for bouncing for a certain length of time on this hoop, which can be really rather irritating because it seems to bounce at very weird... Sometimes, you know, you're on it on one side and all of a sudden you think it's going to bounce to the right and it bounces to the left. It's kind of dependent on how far over you are, so, you know, to which angle it bounces at, but it can be quite a thing just to kind of get it, you know, keep going in one direction, which is effectively what you want to do. You don't want it to change direction on you. So kind of what you want to do is kind of start off on the very edge of one side and keep trying to bounce on the edge. But do it, you know, get the hang of it, and eventually you'll do it well. So yeah, Hooper, I think that's for bouncing for 4 seconds on the kid's hoop. With that out of the way, let's head down. And, well, look like we're going to head right, but let's head left instead. Ah, a new face. Dancers, acolytes, witches, goats. Everyone's welcome in here. Ooh, that's Spectre Knight. If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. Remember that for a few videos' time. Oh, woe is me, the king of nothing, naught to rule but my lone bar stool. King Knight sits on Pridemawr's throne. That gilded goon, he'll get his soon. Double trouble, soil and shovel, my third eye knows your useless infos. Excavatio, the number of dig piles you've dug is blur. Ultima infinitia, the amount of gold you've collected is 5,385. Thanato refutatum, the number of items you've fallen in battle is 0. Temporum perpetua, the total time you spent adventuring is 16 minutes 45 seconds. I magically see all of your acts. Come back again for more useful facts. Thanks for helping me, kindly witch. I'm not a witch. Couldn't keep up with that. There's a secret area to the left here, so yeah, break through that wall, and here we have Mona. Sigh. I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for. Well, as long as I'm stranded here. Shall we pass the time with a little game? I'll just need 100 gold first. Yeah, why not? Alright, I'll conjure up some things, and you can hit them to all the targets for points, okay? So here's a nice little mini game. You can obviously see these potions appearing, and yeah, basically you want to hit them so that they bounce into the little kind of icons, either on the walls or the ceilings. The ones on the blue ones, I think they're blue anyway, on the wall count for 1 point. The greeny yellow ones count for, on the wall count for 3 points, and the reddish orange ones on the ceiling count for 10 points. So ideally you want to hit them into the ones on the ceiling. And as you can see here, maybe with the red potion, when you hit that one, potions split apart all over the place. So if you can hit that upwards, and you can get multiple ones going up, you know, into the ones on the top, then you'll get lots and lots of points. I think you only have to get 150 to actually win at this game. So yeah, I'm already there. But let's just see how high a score I can actually get. And I don't do a terribly good job actually in the second half or last quarter of the thing. Actually, I miss a few shots, miss a few potions, particularly that red one there, which was very annoying. And yeah, I think I get 3 points here from that final little onslaught, which was dreadful. But anyway, 2-3-1, more than enough to get the achievement for this. You've got 231 points. Yawn. Well, colour me impressed. And yeah, jugular. Jugular? Wow. Juggler. And I think it's something like 150 points. But yeah, you can replay it actually as many times as you want, provided you have enough gold to obviously actually play the game in the first place. Lovely little hidden music sheet there. And I don't know why I didn't stay down at the bottom right there to actually talk to the people there. I presumably just decided, okay, I'm going to go cash in all my music sheets now. But yeah, this is probably one of the most important people in the village. It's the bard. Hail, traveller. I'm but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me, and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa, you have 5 music sheets. Magnificent. Take 500 gold for each. Wonderful. Let's see here. Oh, you found pastoral. Having my music piped into shopping centres, I suppose it does pay the bills. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you any time. Just ask. Hail, Shovel Knight, hero of music. What can the humble bard do for you today? Play me a song. Splendid. What would you like to hear? So blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here's me showing off that there are, well, as I say, 46 music sheets, and I have got 10. You actually get the first 5 already kind of into the game, so I've collected 5 throughout the game so far, and I say I will be kind of collecting all 46, or 41 of them since you get the first 5. And I don't know what I'm going to do now. I presume I'm going to go down to the right, bottom right, and talk to those people over there, which I could have done before. Not quite sure terribly why I didn't. I certainly had enough money to do what I needed to do here, I think. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Troupple King. Who? You've never heard of the Troupple King? Half trout and half apple, pronounced like mouthful. He's one of the forest gods, here to help those in need. I'm telling the truth. If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft, and the Troupple King will appear. As it happens, I have been entrusted to sell Troupple chalices to believers. Would you like one? Why not? And I get the first purchase achievement, obviously for buying my first item. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the second one as well. Why the hell not? They are very useful throughout. They are very useful, yeah, in the game. We'll see why a bit later on in this video. And this time I select Hail, the king of fruit and fish. Long may his stem grow. Just to show off everything that trout like could say. Here's Chester. Psst, hey blue guy, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look? And at this point in time, I decide to buy this is a fishing rod and a chaos spear, and I decide at this point in time, because I'm a little bit short on money, I don't want to spend it all now, just to go with the fishing rod. Yeah, at this point in time, if you want to skip ahead to 10:50, if you don't want to hear all these puns, then be my guest. All I'm going to do is read out these puns. Hey Shovel Knight, I know things are tough, but don't throw in the trowel. Psh, that King Knight, you give him an inch, he thinks he's a ruler. I travelled with some horse adventures, but they were also negative. I was afraid I jumped over the bottomless pit, but then I got over it. I wonder why the Black Knight shovel was getting bigger, then it hit me. I'm sure your quest will pay off in spades. The Goatician, he may feast on valuable meal tickets, but overall he's not a bad fellow. Super skeletons are way too serious, they can't take a little humorous ribbing. The bard falls on the street because when he's inside he can't conduct himself. Have I told you about the broken sword? Nah, never mind, it's pointless. Plague Knight tried to tell me a joke, but it was too formulaic. He failed to get any reaction. I talked with Mona the other day. Bad attitude, breaking beakers everywhere. Such a vile woman. We talked to the juice maid. I tried to squeeze her for information, but I'm not sure she had anything pulpy to extract. My efforts were totally something, fruitless I think. I applied to be a travel acolyte, but they said my application looked fishy. Using a shovel as a weapon? What a groundbreaking idea. Arrow signs are all the rage in the village these days, but I think there's something about doing it the way out. I forgot what Reed was using as a weapon, but then it came back to me. Propeller Knight can fly around using a bladed propeller helmet. Now that is cutting edge. Visited the nightclub down in the mines yet? A swinging abyss. How about the new hotel in the Iron Whale? I found their room substandard, and the place was a wreck. The Baz of the Master of the Rope, whip, natural talent, or was he taught? Thanks for listening to all of my great jokes. I'd ask for a tip, but I'm well told I can't. That went by way too fast, but I think you get the point. You get an achievement for listening to all of those, so yeah, apologies, I kind of just, well, for the purposes of getting the achievement, I had to sit through all that. Decision. Should I extend my magic or health, or just eat a tin can? Why not buy my meal ticket and help narrow my options? So, if you, there are some, my health is quite low at the moment, so yeah, I decided to buy a meal ticket. You could go back and get some more, well actually I think I don't have enough money, but a meal ticket, hand it to me, I'll get to work on my best recipe. I'll dazzle your palate in no time or less, so bon appetit and pardon the mess. Yeah, I'm a bit low on health, so I think it's probably a good idea just to increase it a little bit. You can actually have a maximum of 10, and we'll get that throughout the game, but yeah, for the moment I'm up to 5. So yeah, the Gastroma on the left increases my health. The Magicist on the right increases my magic. Want more use out of your relics? Oh yes, of course. I can increase your maximum magic. Good. But I don't want to increase that at the moment yet. I actually want to save a bit of money and just make sure I can actually buy something that I want to do in the next stage that I'm actually going to play. But I could have done. I could have bought some magic and got my relic capabilities up to 40. But yeah, we are done with the village, finally. And with that, let's go visit the Troupple Pond, as we were told to do. Troupple King, who has awakened me? Mortal, dost thou need aid? Aid me. I sense a Troupple chalice. I can fill it with magical ichor. That's pronounced ichor. Choose your ichor wisely. So we have 3 options. We can get one that refills all our health and magic, we can become invincible for 10 seconds, or we can absorb nearby treasure for 60 seconds. Personally, I think the refill all health and magic is probably the best one. It's effectively the energy tank system of the game, a la Mega Man. Subjects, a new initiate joins us. The ceremony shall commence. While we just sit there and watch that, yeah. Let me just continue on with the. This is wonderful, by the way. I loved this when the first time it happened. Yeah, the back to the chalices though, or the 3 things you could get. Yeah, I do think the naturally the refill all health and magic is the best, but there's something to be said for the other ones as well. I wouldn't necessarily say the absorb treasure all around you is terribly useful. It does last a long time, 60, a minute. It goes on for way longer than you think it ever will. But yeah, I mean, it can be useful in certain circumstances. You actually find I want to use them all anyway, just so I get the achievement for doing so. There is a very good place that I would recommend using it if you want to use one. But probably the least useful of the 3. The invincible for 10 seconds one can be good for getting by all of these certain bits in time. It also can be very useful for bosses if you're kind of low on health and are struggling. But yeah, that's the end of the dance. Fare thee well, Shovel Knight. Return if thou hast need of my aid again. And I get Troupple Acolyte for, I believe, talking to the Troupple King in the first place, or making him dance or something or other. But with my new fishing pole, fishing rod, blah, 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 we can actually fish here. We'll piss off the Troupple King, but we'll get a music sheet, so definitely worth doing. And we also get a whole bunch of health for some reason. But yeah. Oh, I decided to go back. Yes, of course. I decided to go back to the village and cash in some music just to get a bit of extra money again, just to yeah, obviously just increase my money so that I can, you know, there is something I want to buy in the next stage, and I'm pretty sure I have enough money to buy it, but yeah, I might as well cash the thing in now. Why not? I might not start reading out everything from now on. As you can see, sometimes I just skip through things way too quickly to be able to see. But anyway, back to the map. You can also see there is a locked gate for Spectre Knight, which we cannot get through until we beat Spectre Knight. But Spectre Knight is one of the options we could go to, but I'm actually going to go to, next video anyway, Pridemore Keep, Lair of King Knight. So yeah, King Knight will be the first knight of the Order of No Quarter that we go after next time. And yeah, there'll be a bit more actual kind of gameplay footage. So yeah, this video has pretty much just been tying up a few loose ends, explaining some of the health and magic upgrades and whatnot, getting a few achievements, and also, you know, getting a few relics, and just kind of beefing up Shovel Knight a little bit before kind of progressing on. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there. That's the end of this part, and yeah, next time, part 3, we will be going to Pridemore Keep and taking on King Knight. So, till then, cheerio.